let's start by opening the PyCharm IDE. Let's create a new project and let it be called Python project, and we will let it be in the default folder, whatever comes up, and let's create it. Now what we get is a Python project folder, external libraries, scratches and consoles. So let's right button click on Python project, right? Automatically it has created one main.py. Let's delete that. Let's start from actual uh, blank project. So let's now create our first Python program. Let's name it as FTOC, Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so FTOC.py. Now, the objective of this program is to write a program for accepting the temperature in Fahrenheit and convert it to Celsius scale. And then secondly, also the result that we get needs to be converted back to Fahrenheit. Yes, now let's start off. So let's first write a function which will take the Fahrenheit and convert it into Celsius scale. Fahrenheit to Celsius. And it will take a parameter, let's say F colon. And now Celsius is equal to, for this we need to know the formula of the conversion. So F minus 32 times 5 by 9, and then we return Celsius. Okay, now since we have to convert it back as well, so let's create another function, Celsius to Fahrenheit, and this time we will take C as the parameter. Fahrenheit is equal to, again using that formula itself we can rearrange and get the formula for this. So Celsius times 9 by 5 plus 30, and finally return Fahrenheit. Here it is underlining it as red. That means there is some problem. Now instead of Celsius we should have taken C, because that is the parameter that we are receiving. Okay, next what? Next is F. Define the main function. Fahrenheit is equal to, we have to accept it from the user. So float input temperature in Fahrenheit. So what we are doing here is we are accepting a value, and input function always returns a string, and that we are converting it to float. Next is print, formatting the string. Fahrenheit is equal to, and within these brackets we say Fahrenheit. Then Celsius is equal to, now we have to convert it into Celsius. For that we already have a function. So let's call that function Fahrenheit to Celsius. And what do we pass? We pass Fahrenheit. Now we have got back the Celsius value. So now we print it. And formatting the output, we display the Fahrenheit degrees is equal to what? In Celsius. Okay. Now print. Now we have done the first part of it. Now the second part. Second part is print F. Now let's reverse the process to verify. So we have the Celsius. We just convert it back to Fahrenheit. So Fahrenheit is equal to Celsius to Fahrenheit. And what do we pass this function? We pass Celsius. And now print F Celsius degrees is equal to Fahrenheit. A full stop as well. And finally, we need to call the main function. So we just call the main function. Now let's briefly look at this program from top to bottom. See whether there are any red underlines. Okay, here we have. So here we have to put a colon, and now I think we can run this. So let's run this. What do we get? Here we have an input box. So let's say 32. So Fahrenheit entered is 32. 32 degrees equal to 0 degrees. I should put Celsius as well, right? 0 degrees Celsius. Now let's reverse the process to verify. 0 degrees Celsius is equal to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So a little bit of fine tuning is required. So uh, degrees Celsius is equal to degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, when we type Celsius, it should be in caps. Okay, so now let's run this again. Again, let's give it as 32 itself. So now let's say 32 degrees. Okay, here also we have to give. So Fahrenheit degrees, Fahrenheit is equal to degrees Celsius. Now let's run this. 32. So we have 32 Fahrenheit. 32 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 0 degrees Celsius. Now let's reverse the process to verify 0 degrees Celsius is equal to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Great. Now let's give some other figure. So now let's give it as 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Now here if you notice 30 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to minus 1.1 degrees Celsius, which it actually is not very practical way of writing it. So we need to reduce or restrict the number of decimal places. So how many decimal places do you think we should have? So let's say we need to have uh, two decimal places, or let's say single decimal place. So after Celsius, the variable F, no, 0.2F. And let's make this for all of them, 0.2F. Similarly, 0.2F. Don't forget the colon. Colon 0.2F. Okay, I will say 1. So let's change it to 1 decimal place. And now let's run this again. So 30, this makes more sense. 30 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to minus 1.1 degrees Celsius. Let's reverse the process to verify. Minus 1.1 degrees Celsius is equal to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Great. Now, while typing this, what might happen is sometimes you might do something like this, right? What PyCharm does, or any IDE does, is it tries to enforce a particular, way of writing code, the formatting part of the code itself, right? To make it more readable. Now here, since I have given a single line space, that is why it is showing this underline here. If I click here, not even click, I just move the cursor on this, it says expected two blank lines, found one. So if you just press enter, it will disappear. Okay, so that was our Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. That's it. Bye.